We are preparing for the NFL Draft here on Mark Rogers TV. We go to Rick Saratella from the NFL Draft Bible. So you got to have your Bible in hand and be ready to go. So you join Rick there at the NFLDraftBible.com. Rick, let's move it on to the linebackers. And we were talking a little bit before we started to record. Reuben Foster, obviously a star in college football. And anytime you put the name Alabama after the defender's name in particular, you just automatically think, okay, Jonathan Allen and all the great players of the past. This guy has to be the best, but you're not so necessarily settled on Reuben Foster being the best. I think you still think he's a quality player, but in regards to Haason Reddick out of Temple possibly being a guy that figures into the mix.
Yeah, mass is in session, Mark, because I've been preaching all year long. Haason Reddick's been my guy, and he's been on my radar for a few years. Back when I was scouting Temple, I went to go see Tyler Matakevich play, and this guy Reddick was just beating guys on the edge, play after play, just explosive quickness. And, you know, he did play defensive end in college. There's no doubt he's going to play a linebacker at the next level. He's only about 235 pounds or so. And, yeah, you mentioned Reuben Foster. While I think he is a top 10, a top 15 type of talent in this year's draft, to me, the athleticism, the explosiveness, the intangibles that Haason Reddick brings to the table, and also the versatility. You know, you saw a lot of scouts fall in love with his play in the Senior Bowl, the way he played inside linebacker, and I would argue that he plays inside linebacker just as good as Reuben Foster, but I really think he could be a situational pass rusher, a guy that can play in a 34 or a 43 if you choose to do so. And Reuben Foster, you know, there's some things about him that has teams concerned. I think that whole incident at the combine with the doctor, I think that was blown up out of proportion. And for me, for my liking, I still like Reuben Foster. I just have Haason Reddick a bit higher. And just for whatever it's worth, you know, I like my middle linebackers crazy. So, you know, Reuben Foster may have a few marbles loose, but that's okay in my book.
Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing as long as you point him in the right direction and go get the ball. There's nothing wrong with that on the defensive side of the ball.